Well, welcome. We're glad you're able to join us this evening. I have Ken Akers with me from the Free Will Baptist Masters. Man, how are you doing today, Ken?
I'm doing extremely well, brother Eddie. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. So we've been talking to people about the National Association. It's going to be different this year. It's going to be online, but we're still going to be able to have impact this year, aren't we?
Absolutely. We want to encourage the people just because we're not there to still make an impact, and they can do it locally just as good as they could anywhere else.
And so we're going to call that Impact Hometown, July the 18th, the Saturday before when we would have had the national. And so how can churches in different places in the country and even in the world, how can they participate in Impact Hometown?
Well, there's a lot of things they can do, of course. Things we've done in the past, like having blood drives where people can come in. Obviously, a lot of it depends on where you're at and what the government wants you to do or to not do. But things that we have done that have made a big difference throughout the years is some of it serving in your own local church. Anytime we go to a church and to a city, we encourage that local church to get their participant, their people to be involved in it also. And what we found is that people that have been involved in impact can go back to their own church and make an impact there. So it makes a difference like that. Over the years, we've done things like food drives. Obviously during this time, I understand that a lot of food banks are running short. This is something that even if you've got a lot of restrictions, people can drive up, drop off food, canned goods and different items like that, and make a difference that they can be dropped off and then taken to a local food bank. And then you might check with that local food bank to go and help to prepare boxes and things. One thing we started to do a couple of years ago was work at a food bank, and they were going to bag potatoes. We had a storm the night before, knocked out electricity, so they couldn't do it, unfortunately. But there's a lot of things that these food banks do that could be a great service. Again, depending on what's allowed in your area, we've had a lot of like neighborhood carnivals where people could get out and kids could enjoy games. And we have found that when you meet the needs of young people and kids, it has an impact on the parents too, and it can be a great way to bring people into your local church by reaching out in the neighborhood like that. Having a parents night out, during this time, I've talked to a lot of parents, and they're ready to get out,
Mm.
but have a place to take their children and such like that. So that's a thing we can do. One thing that we did a couple of years ago that made an impact on me, we went to a VA nursing home facility, and was able to do some help there, beautification and flower beds and a lot of things like that. It made a huge difference. The director there said, the Impact is a great name because it made an impact on us, the workers. It made an impact on our residents. And I believe it made a big impact on all of the people that were involved in it. It's just a great time all the way around. So looking for some place to go, and you can do it locally. And let me say that July the 18th would have been the day that we would have done it. That may not work for everybody. If you need to do it the Saturday before or the Saturday after or any time in between there, it would be a great opportunity to do it because you can always touch people, no matter, you don't have to have a designated time that we set that you can do your own thing there. So we would encourage that. And what we'd like to do is get some pictures and even videos, because if you remember on the Wednesday night before the evening service, we put a video together and we'll show that of activities that we've done that day. And I always enjoy seeing people that really enjoy seeing themselves. So we'd encourage you to provide some videos and some pictures to us, send them to the national office, send them to me or Masters Men, wherever, and we'll make sure they get to the right spot and put together a little video that we can post on Facebook or on the website or whatever.
That's great. And we've had a lot of churches been involved in a lot of ways, doing a lot of great things. So we encourage our individuals just to put in the chat line, well, we've done such and such, and this is how it's worked. And like you said, Ken, plan to send us those pictures. And As part of that, there's a company you all had helped out in the tornado that had agreed to do some shirts. And so if people are able to do that, I think they would cost $10 a piece. We could do those by June the 12th. We'll make available the graphics. So wherever you're at, you could just print up your own t-shirts if you would like, but that would certainly help as we're doing pictures. It says it does seem to make an impact on the community where you see everybody in the same shirt and maybe your church's name shirt or whatever going through a community and they identify them. It sure does help.
It really does. And with that, they can use that graphic for the impact, but maybe put their church name on it also, that people see where they're at, that they're serving in their local neighborhood. And that's how you reach people, is by serving. Of course, with our disaster response teams, especially the one we recently had here in Nashville, we partnered with the Donaldson Fellowship, and we took a lot of our Masters men's shirts over there. So we had red shirts running all over Nashville, and it looked good that we were out there serving.
It's got a good feel to it. It really does. So thank you for the good work you all have been doing. And thank you also to all our churches and how they've been ministering their community. Let's pray that God will give us a good day this day. But as Ken said, this is something that could be done throughout the year at any time. And we encourage you to communicate with us, post those pictures, let us know what you're doing, and know that we're praying for you. Hey,
and once we get this done, we do have an Impact Facebook. We will get it up on there. Then the Masters Men Facebook and our national website. We'll put it a lot of places that people will be able to see it and participate in what we've done. And we appreciate anybody that can help.
Thank you, Ken. Thanks for what you're doing, my friend. And hey, thank you to everybody out there. And thanks for jumping on so quick today, Ken.
Absolutely. Glad to do it.
God be with you all and bless you.